everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another Dimash reaction. I haven't done one of these in a hot second, but I'm excited to watch this so much. Feel free to check out my personal music. I have a new song coming out very soon. It'll be announced in January 2024. Let's watch this together. Dimash and Wei Wei join hands at the Golden Panda Awards. In the new year, I will be posting more on Patreon, so if you want to get a request granted, feel free to subscribe to my Patreon, and let's get on with the video.
在彼此陌生的空间穿行，你在演我，我在看你，
就像一部难忘的电影，眼里的感动已经击中心灵。
I just love when Dimash's voice is like in that operatic tone that's just super deep and developed. I just love that section of his voice. Dimash always blows me away every time I hear him. Also, this song is in Chinese, and I took like a few years of Chinese in school, so it's funny kind of being able to understand parts of it, like kan ni, I see you, things like that. But anyways, continuing. I just love Dimash is just such, what a voice this man has.
在梦幻中推开另一扇门，你想象我，我创造你，
就像一部绚丽的童话，不期而遇，或特别样轻松，让时间沉淀出荣耀光影，你在追我在等你，每天都在记录瞬间。
Their voices go so well together, and because his voice is so deep and then hers is like floating on top a little bit, and I feel you can tell Wei Wei's sincerity in her voice, because just like even her first off, her voice, her tone, but also her face, like there's so much emotion in her face when she's singing, and I just think their voices blend super beautifully together, and I really am enjoying this performance so far. And I don't like Dimash's voice, like that tone, it's so rich and so developed, and I just love him in this context so much. Like, oh, the dark tone, love it so much, and his notes just ring out. Like he has that slight vibrato too that's very tasteful but very controlled.
沉淀出荣耀光影，你在追我，我在等你，每天都在记录瞬间永恒，生命之光已经超越梦境。
What a beautiful, powerful moment. Oh my goodness. And I think, like, as I mentioned, like her face and her facial expressions are so strong that I'm just being drawn into the performance, not even just because of Dimash in this case scenario. I love the instruments behind her as well, because there's some of those traditional Chinese instruments that I think are really, you know, showing elements of the culture. I just always love being able to hear other countries and their traditional instruments, because it adds like a different, you know, element and layer. So I already am enjoying. Let's continue.
在变化中倾诉人长成绩，你带着我，我陪着你。
I love the like that, like kind of slight lightness that we just heard. That breathiness, it's like it's such a difference from how he started out with like that really intense power versus like the more breathy, airy vocals. I love.
就像永不落幕的剧集，在阴的寒冰也有温暖交融。
I loved that whole upward motion and those notes, and they blended so well, like that harmony. And this visual is also stunning with the lights.
在你的寒冰也有温暖交融，是天地星光阴伴我行，是这故事路过不同的场景，转动的地球，你我都是主角，美好的结局，呼唤彼此的心。光阴的世界，有你有我，何不同行？
I just love how we've also kind of switched in terms of Dimash showing the higher register of his voice, which is the tone is it's such a tone shift because you hear just such a different texture in his voice, and it's a lot lighter. She's also an incredible vocalist, Wei Wei. Like, she's really engaging to listen to and really engaging in general. I think overall this is such a powerful performance, especially when you have two vocalists that are really, really talented. It doesn't feel like anyone's competing. It seems like they're just blending together and creating like this really beautiful performance. Feels like a beautiful duet.
你有我，何不同行？爱的光阴，悄然地我荣耀在前。
Of course, Dimash holding that note and just being dead on perfect. I love to see Dimash, especially when he has his Dimash stance. It's so iconic to me, and it's so good. He's always such an insane vocalist to me. I will never be over just the diversity, the duality, the versatility.
悄然地我荣耀在前。
What an interesting vocal moment there, because he's using like that classic like Dimash, like in his just insane head voice, etc. But it's like actually blending super well over what she's singing. Like, it's actually moving together in a way that makes musical sense, and it sounds like it's very intentional. Like, I actually really like how they decided to incorporate both of their vocals in this moment, because it actually sounds really cool. And I can't with Dimash in this context. He's just too good. But her voice just sits really well with his like whole this whole section. I just really like it.
场景转动的地球，我都是主角，美好的结局，呼唤彼此的心。美好的结局，呼唤彼此的心。
Okay, Dimash. Oh my gosh, and we're tone shifting at the end. I thought that was gonna be the end. Oh my gosh, that run was so dramatic, but I loved it. It was so
唤彼此的心。
so good.
天地星光阴伴我行，是这故事路过不同的场景，就某人沿途我都是主角，就某个世界爱
hopeful and beautiful section at the very end here. It just feels like such a difference in tone. Not that this seems like a depressing song, but this feels like a very unifying moment. And also Dimash, like, with the vocals during this point, like he has like those deeper notes versus like floating head voice in this section, but he's like out here experimenting, going up and down, like running up and everywhere. It's a really funny listening to it because I can just hear the iconic Dimash moments. Iconic, love it. Gosh, you just hear like but like way higher. Wild. Spin was crazy. I loved it. Iconic. Choir behind is so epic too, oh my goodness. But the kids with the little panda costumes are so cute.
亲爱的朋友们，在依依不舍和满。
Okay, so I'm assuming that's over. That was so cute. I guess the song is Join Hands, so it makes sense that it was a very unifying moment where we kind of all got together and created this very beautiful energy at the very end that really was connecting. I really enjoyed it. Dimash always blows me away vocally every time I hear him. The fact that he exists is something that still blows me away to this day, as you guys know. Like the whole section, like let's go really quickly back to like just I wanted to comment on one thing. It just there's all these really fun parts. It's just I loved that section. That was just me wanting to point that out, but I just loved how he was playing with his voice a little bit in this moment. It was just super fun to listen to, especially because it's like all these iconic elements of Dimash's tone and voice. So I loved those being able to be sprinkled in here. But overall, great performance. I feel very joyful after watching this. Seeing all the little children in their panda costumes also got me. They were so cute. But thank you so much for watching. Feel free to let me know what other Dimash I should watch because I always love a good Dimash video. And I will see you guys in the next video.
And this city's never had something for me, as you know from all of my stories.